In today's tips video, we're going to talk all about 1/4 inch piecing. These are the majority of Janome's 1/4 inch feet that are available. Let's start with the O-foot. The O-foot is a snap-on foot and is a standard accessory on the majority of our machines. There are a few guides on here that help us with sewing our perfect 1/4 inch. There is a black metal guide on the edge here that we're going to butt our fabric against once we've moved our needle over to the standard 1/4 inch stitch. We also have a marking right here that indicates our needle, a 1/4 inch in front of our needle, and a 1/4 inch behind our needle. This next foot is also the O-foot. It's just for a 7mm machine, so it's going to look a little bit smaller, but it still has our guide and our markings that indicate our 1/4 inch in front and behind our needle. Next, we have our O-foot without a guide. So we still have our markings for our needle, but there's no black guide that can get in the way if we're doing half square triangles or certain sewing techniques. Next, we have our OV foot. It's also called the 1/4 inch Clearview foot set. This foot is actually 3 feet in 1. You can sew with it with the guide on that gives us our 1/4 inch piecing, or you can take that guide off. And now we have a 1/4 inch foot without a guide. Or if I would like, I can also add a stitch in the ditch foot. Tighten that screw, and now I have a stitch in the ditch foot. Next, we have our OM foot. The OM foot is also called the Clearview 1/4 inch foot, compatible with straight stitch needle plate. This is also a snap-in foot, but instead of moving our needle over to the right-hand side, we're going to keep our needle in the center position and then use the edge of our guide here to get our perfect 1/4 inch. Next, we have the HP foot. The HP foot is not a snap-on foot, and you have to take the ankle off your needle bar and attach it through the opening here on the side. There are also a marking for our needle position as well as a 1/4 inch from the front of our needle. When we line our fabric on the right-hand side of our foot here, we're going to get a perfect scant 1/4 inch. And if you want to learn more about the HP foot, we have a whole video that we'll link below that explains the many uses for the HP foot. We also have our HP2 foot. The HP2 foot is just like the HP foot, but it has AccuFeed capabilities. So anytime you want to have straight stitching on a quilt or anything with multiple layers or really fine fabrics that may need additional feed, your HP2 foot is just going to be perfect for that. Last but not least, we have the OD foot. The OD foot is going to attach onto your AccuFeed system, and it also has a built-in guide in the front here that when you move your needle over to the right-hand side, it's going to give you a perfect 1/4 inch. But it also allows you to feed more accurately with multiple layers. I like to attach my bindings this way, and that way I get a nice perfect even feed and a beautiful stitch. No matter how you want to sew your 1/4 inch, Janome has a foot for you. Thank you guys so much for watching.